Well, here we are with Aquagarden, and my goal here is to give you an idea of the 4-player count gameplay. Hopefully you can see most of these game boards on the table. You might hear my cat, who is still locked up because it is still early and I'm the only person awake. So I'll kind of go into what the different expansion fish do. You basically have your kind of regular fish. There's a few bonus fish on here that come with the base game, and then pretty much everything else on the outside. And the big fish next to the boards here are expansions that are added to the game later, with the Kickstarter. So I am going to try to jump right in, and I'm sort of learning this game as I go. I've read the rules, so I know how it plays when it comes to strategically playing the game. Probably not going to be excellent here, but I believe first player, because it's here, is going to be white, which is in the middle, and the owner, because he is on the first player area, he gets to go get a fish first. Each of these tanks has a starting base value of 4 oxygen, and the whale shark, I believe, uses 4 oxygen. So there's a little bit of a player aid on the bottom of each player mat, and that has the amount of oxygen that fish uses. So the whale shark uses 4. Now, I do know that I also want to get my event tank to something in my event tank. And if I get a pair of turtle plus large fish in this event tank, that will add to the amount of income that I receive for doing that. So I'm actually going to take my owner, and I'm going to go over here to the turtle, and I'm going to grab that turtle and put it in my event tank there. Hopefully you can kind of see the nice artwork or painting on the wooden meeples. They're really good, nice wooden meeples, and there are quite an array of them. So it's a very one of the things that first attracted me to this game was just the neat meeples, which is probably kind of a corny thing to be attracted to, but the meeples plus the creator designer of the game being influenced by Heaven and Ale, those two things together were just like, okay, this has got to be at least okay to play at the very best. So I got that. Now my, and this guy can go 1, 2, or 3 spaces. I don't have a pair of anything here. Oh, and actually, to be honest, I'm going to go 1 and 2 because I can only put I would normally put him here. And then once I've moved that guy, that's when I can decide which of these 2 tanks to put it in. So I would move him 1, 2, and then I would put him there. And I believe since he passes the event tank, he is going to get 1 regardless. It doesn't matter if this is a bonus. If he gets the turtle plus the large fish, that's a bonus. But he got, he has 1 turtle in a tank, so I think he gets at least 1 either way. So then we're going to go on to player 2, the red player, and his event tank, he wants a small fish and he wants a turtle. So he is going to go after event tank. So you would set your fish to the side, then you can move this guy 1, 2, or 3. He is going to go 1, 2, so he's going to kind of do the same thing so that he can get over here and put a small fish in there, and he is also going to get 1. So he's got 3 coins. Now, coins can be used to purchase items from the tank there, and he's debating, does he want an item? Does orange player want an item from the sea coral? He can pay. He's going to actually do that. He's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to get one of these guys. And what that does is it will increase the oxygen of that tank by, I think it's 1, 2, by 2. So this tank now has 6 oxygen, which means it can hold some larger fish. And then green is down here. He is going to go. So green guy, what does he want? He wants a coral and he wants a big fish. So he'll go jump down here and he's going to grab a big fish, and he wants to go, he's going to go here. And he's going to put this fish here, and he'll get one as well. And let's see. He's stopping there. Does he want to buy anything more? Well, he wants a coral. So 1, 2. He's going to go 2 and take from the seafloor and put a coral in this one, which takes up 1 oxygen. So this tank is using an oxygen, and this tank is using an oxygen. So he's got a total of 3 oxygen. Okay, so then gray is going to get a fish, and he also wants coral, but he wants the little fish. He's going to go ahead and get this large whale shark guy here. He'll stick that up there, and he is going to move. He's going to move 2. The whale shark's not going to help with the event tank, so he's going to go there and put the whale shark into his big tank there. That's going to take up all the oxygen in that tank. And he will go ahead and since he passed his guy, he's going to get 1, and then he's going to pay 2 to grab one of these guys and put it into his tank there. So he's at least starting to work on a pairing. And since gray is still in last, they're still behind all the other guys here, he gets to move forward and can be added in. Technically speaking, your first game, you're only supposed to play with the non-advanced tokens. But I just really wanted to try them all because, I don't know, let's just throw it all in and see what happens and what it looks like when it's done. We're going to take a chance with him. He's going to go all the way around the board and grab one of these Nemos and put them down. That way, when he goes back around to his tank, which actually technically he puts it out here, and then he's going to move. Actually, he has to move. He can't put it in that tank, now that I think about it. But 1, 2, 3. What he can do is 1, 2, 3, and then he can pay a coin and move 1 more, and now he can put that in his tank there. So now he's a little bit more in place to get more money when he passes the event tank icon on his board. All right, so now let's go ahead and grab a shark, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll put the shark on that tank, and then white will go. White is in the rear, so white is going to go. White would like to put a fish there. So white could go 1, 2, 3. Was here 1, 2, 3, and actually pay 1 for 4. And then what happens is, so we paid the 1 for 4. And actually, I forgot to. I didn't go. I was going to have white go here and grab this. So He went 4, he grabbed this fish, and white is going to go ahead and pay. Does he want to pay? So he's going to get a bonus coin because he's got a pair of fish in the in this. Technically, what I would have had to have done earlier on in the game, I'm going to give myself a bye here because you can't put a turtle into a tank without seaweed. You have to have seaweed in the tank in order to place the turtle. There. So green is actually going to go grab this guy, and he's going to move his employee 1, and he's going to put this guy in that tank, start working toward a few more, and he doesn't have enough money to purchase any fish from the seabed, so he's going to do that. All right, orange is going to be up. And orange is going to take, he's going to go here. So he's going to go grab, he's actually going to get an ad and get some money. So he gets 1 per shark he has, plus a bonus 1 for every coral he has. Well, he's got no coral, but he does have a shark, so he gets the 1 there. And he's just going to get a little money that way. White is going to be up next because he's in the rear. And so I think white might do this. So to get a what do you call it? A big fish, you usually have to pay. These are the victory points you get. No, that's what you have to pay for it to get that advanced fish. These are the amount of experience you have to pay for that. But these, if it doesn't have a coin on it or a value, like for these here, you just pay 2 to get an advanced fish like that in your tank. He's passing, he's going to go 1, and he'll go 2, and I think, yeah, let's just go 3. He's going to get income for that, so it's going to be 1 plus 1, so he'll get 2 total income because he's got a turtle and a fish. And then he's going to use his 2 to get a dolphin and put it in his tank here, which I believe is going to take up all his oxygen in that tank. But at any point on any round, working our way around the board, that dolphin can take 1 seaweed from the seaboard or receive 1 fund. So I can do it once per round. So I'm going to do it now and get a seaweed in there. And that way it works for a couple of things it's doing for me. 1, at the end of the game, I'm going to score a victory point for each seaweed token in my aquarium. That's at the bottom of the dolphin card. Plus, each round, getting this out on the first round is very helpful because it allows me to take seaweed or gain a fund without having to pay for the seaweed, which is nice. It's kind of like a bonus extra action. So then orange is going to go. Orange is going to, what does orange want? Probably, I think orange is going to go here and grab one of these fish because he's going to go 1 space and put that fish there. And then orange is going to pay 2 to get a seaweed and put a seaweed in here to get ready for a turtle. What's green want to do here? Green could start going after this milestone. That's just something to bear in mind when going around the board here collecting fish. So green's going to go there, and green's going to go 1, 2, 3, and put this lovely fish into this tank. Actually, no. Green's going to put it in this tank. It's somewhat arbitrary, me choosing that, but I've just decided that's a good idea. So then white is going to be up, As you see, gray hasn't gone for a while because gray moved so far ahead of everybody, so gray's having to wait for their turn. White is going to go, what does white want to do? White wants seaweed. And white, I think white is going to go grab the shark and move 1, 2, and put the shark here. And so I think we can pull a thing here. Let's go here and get this. Oh no, 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 no. Let's go here and get this. And then green is going to go 1, 2. Does green want that fish in that tank? So green's got a pair and cross that and is going to get 2 income. This tank with that one. And then we're going to pay 2 income and grab a coral and put a coral in here. So now we've used 3 oxygen from here because the coral and each of those small fish take up an oxygen. So, but we are set up for 2 bonus income whenever we cross that area of the board, which is fantastic. So gray's going to grab this fish because it's going to help gray. So let's see, do we want to put it in there? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do 1. We'll go 1 space and we'll gain 1, 2 income. So we'll go here. And actually, I think I want to go like 2 spaces. I think I'm going to do that. Because then I can put this fish in here. No, 1 space. I want to do 1 space. The reason I want to do 1 space is because I want to use my 2 to purchase a turtle and put a turtle up here for future use. And yeah, we're going to do that. Orange doesn't have a lot to do, so orange is going to come here and take the first player, and then white is going to take second player, gray is going to take third, and green is going to take fourth. So the player order will be adjusted at the next round, and then we go in here to prep for the next round. And we're going to put new fish tokens out on the board. So you just randomly draw from the bag and get, hey, we got a seahorse. Put those fish tokens out, and so that was the end of round 1, which wasn't too long. Orange gets to go first. We are on round 2. This is a round 2 marker. It's a pretty cool looking sea snake. I think that's what it's called. It's like a sea snake. Well, we want to match the oxygen supply. We also want to get it. We really need to get a turtle. So we're going to go here and grab a turtle. And we'll put that up here, and we have to go, I'm going to go 1, which is going to give me my income of 1, which means I don't have a ton of income. I'm going to throw the turtle into there, which gives me, using 3 of my oxygen. And then it's going to be white's turn. So white's going to go here and grab, because white's got 2 turtles, white's going to grab some income. He's going to get 1 for each turtle, and or do an advertisement. Basically, what this either advertisement or gating a large or an advanced fish. So it doesn't have any of the coral, so only gets that 1, 2 for the turtles, but that's probably going to be good for white. They're going to make some money. And then the employee does not move when you go to an ad space. It only moves when you go to a fish space. That's part of the deal here. I think gray is going to go after this fish and go 1, 2. He wants to put that fish in there. And green likes regular fish tokens. So green's going to get that. Green needs a seaweed. I don't know if green wants to do that. Yeah, green's going to go ahead and do that and go 1, 2, and put in we'll go 3 and put a regular fish in there, and that will be green's turn. No money this round, but that's okay. All right, so then green's going to get to go again because she is last. So green's going to go 1, 2, 3. I didn't pick where she's going. All the way over to here. Grab this fish. That's going to go sit there. Is going to gain 1, 2, right? Because we have 3 income because 2 pairs. So she's going to use 2 of that income to grab 1 seaweed. That's going to add some oxygen to that tank. And green is going to get she's going to get that, which gives her this fish, which is a small fish. And she's going to put that down here so that all the oxygen is used in this one at the bottom. So yeah, green did pretty good because green got the bonus fish. Oh, does she get both of these? She gets both of these fish. Wow. So she's going to throw that in there. So that was a big turn for green. Token really wants coral tokens. But sharks aren't bad, and gray doesn't want to get so far ahead as he did last time. So he's going to get his shark here, and he's going to go 1, 2. So he has the most tanks to choose from. And then he's going to put the shark there, and he's going to go 2 funds down, and he's going to put his seal into that one, and he can take 1 coral from the seaboard or receive a fund. So what do sharks use? Sharks use 2 oxygen. He's going to go ahead and take a coral from the seaboard. No, he's not going to. He doesn't want to use it yet because he wants to put it in his event tank so that he can get more money. You know, white's going to get crazy. They just want a seahorse. So white's going to go 1, 2, and 3, and put a seahorse in there, and use the bonus action this turn for the dolphin. Or did she was the first to put the dolphin down, right? Yeah, so that was last turn. She used the seaweed, so she's going to use the dolphin's ability to get the seaweed for this turn. And there's usually a thing you can put on there to mark that you have that you've taken that action, but I can't remember if it's like a player marker or what. It's probably one of those player markers, but we'll just turn it over. We have to remember, yeah, we'll just turn it over to know that we used it. All right. Now, the other thing that she really wanted to do was purchase a coral because, whoa, by doing that, white will meet the advanced goal there and has an extra coral, but gets a seaweed for that and can put the seaweed in with the dolphin. We're assuming the dolphin uses 4, seaweed bumps it to 6, and we'll put the turtle in with the dolphin because that seems to work. All right, so then orange is feeling behind because orange doesn't have any of these milestones. So orange is like, man, I got to get a milestone. I'm going to lose this game if I don't get a milestone. And orange has one fun to work with and likes to get turtles in here, but would also love to be like everybody else and start getting the big fish out. So orange is just beside himself with like, what do I do on this turn and how do I make the most of this? So orange is going to go for a 2-turn deal here because he knows being last he can get a little more bang for his buck. He's going to go 1, 2. He's got a seaweed here. He's going to put a turtle in and knock that out. And doesn't have any more funds to do anything else. So orange is going to go... Does he want to get funds though? He doesn't have any coral for that. He does have a shark. He's actually going to go grab this shark and go 1, 2. And he's going to have just a shark tank, basically. He's going to make the most of that. And still has no funds to do anything else. So that is going to be it for orange. Gray is going to go again. And gray is also feeling a little left out, but has a plan. So he knows that he wants to get a coral, and a little fish would be kind of not bad for gray. So gray's going to go here and grab and go 1, 2, and he's going to set up for next round and use his attractions ability to grab a coral from the seabed. We'll grab that one and put it in that tank so that when he crosses here, he's going to get more income and he will be ready to go. Gray is the close. Gray needs a seahorse, and there's no seahorse that Gray can get. So if Gray could get the seahorse, then he'd be the one to be able to get that. So green is going to be up. Green is just rolling here in a major way. 2 funds, doing well with the funds. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, green could do an advertisement and probably start getting some big fish maybe. Doesn't have that goal. Doesn't have that, doesn't have that, does have that. That's kind of not bad. So yeah, green is going to go here and do this advertisement because he gets 1 fund for every one of the large fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to give 5 funds to green. That is worth it for a turn for green. And then we'll probably get the next turn after red goes, or orange. So orange is going to go. Now, what's orange doing? Orange needs funds like nobody's business. And we've got some turtles here. Be helpful to have another turtle on the event tank. So, and orange definitely needs funds. Orange can, orange is going to do this. Orange is going to go here. Oh, that's not going to work because sharks take 2. We'd have to get 3. We'd have to get another shark there. So orange doesn't want that shark. Orange doesn't want the whale because that's not going to help. Orange is going to go over here, go to the end of the board, and go 1, 2, because orange needs the funds. It's going to get up to 3 funds, and yeah, 1, 2, actually gets 2 funds because there's 1 pair there, but that's going to give orange enough. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. So we need 2 more in there. to make that work. And then orange is going to use 2 funds to get a seaweed to put down here so that he can get a turtle eventually. And then green is going to get to go. Now, what was green shooting for? That is the question. Green's over here. Green's trying to get these little fish. But there are... No, you know what green wants? Green is going to go after a big fish. One of these guys on the outside. Green likes little fish, so anything that gives green more points for little fish is going to be great. For each advanced fish token you're acquiring during school milestones, coral, oxygen applied to water tank, space 1, seaweed tokens, they're not getting a lot of those. Income by 1. Oh, interesting. That increases income by 1. But if she gets a big fish, she has to be able to place it as well. So, oh man, this is a tough choice. Let's see. Flapjacks, those are 2. Each type of fish token. Most numerous type. Oh, so probably a manta ray would be fantastic. The question is, how much oxygen does a manta ray use? You know what? I think 1, 2, 3. She's going to get 3 and get a jellyfish. I'm sorry. Not when you check to see if you've achieved a milestone. Use a substitute for that. I don't think, not a jellyfish. She's going to use 2, rather, and get a sea urchin. The oxygen supply to the water tank is increased by 1. All right, so if I put this here, then now I have increased oxygen supply of 1 there. This means more income next time I come around. So we're going to do that. And then white, what does white want to do? White, man, if white could get a whale shark, white would be in good shape. What would it take to do that? Well, I'd have to move around. Yeah, white likes this idea. I think white is going to go here and grab this whale shark. Now, the catch is going to be finding a space where there's something that has room for 4 oxygen. So 1, 2, 3 will give, let's see, 1 pair, 2 pair. So 1, 2, 3 income, and then can pay an income right away to move to 4 and place the whale shark there. Whoa. And that is going to give white this milestone bonus. So white has 2 milestone bonuses. Wow. White's doing pretty well. Gray. Man, what does gray want to do? Gray. The question is, does gray want that turtle? Or does gray want to go after something else? What is this guy getting victory points for? Coral token in your aquarium. So gray does want coral. And gray could be going for, like, he could get turtle one pretty soon. Gray might want to go after an advanced fish token. So, but a turtle's not bad. But he has no seaweed to get a turtle. So Gray's going to go here and take first place. And not going to move his employee yet. All right. So then green. The question is, does green want a turtle? Green took that ad, would need to get... So green is going to go grab this turtle and buy a seaweed from the, green's going to move 1, 2, buy a seaweed, and put that turtle in there. So, has that going on. Because that counts as a regular fish token, I believe. Yeah, all these are regular fish tokens. The seahorse, the white and black striped, the coral fish, and the shark, and the whale shark, and the seahorse are all regular tokens. Coffee's getting a little cold. All right, so then white doesn't have much choice but to go there. Green is going to go there. Orange is going to go there. So those decisions are made pretty fast. And then we are on to round 3. All right. So, and I'm not sure if I did this right the first round, but if there's already a fish, you put a fish into an extra fish into a place where there's already a fish. If you land on that space, you have to take all the fish from that space, and any fish that you don't put in, into your aquarium, they go to the seabed floor, and they can be purchased for 2, like most anything else. So that's that. So we're on round 3, and that, I believe, should give you a fairly good idea of how to play Aquagarden. I'm not going to finish out these rounds because I think Becky said she'd play with me later. But that's how it's played. You're going after these milestones. You've got all these advanced fish that you can go for various reasons, depending on what you're trying to do in your aquarium. And you've sort of got this limited space in your aquarium to work with, and ultimately try to score the most points. And various different fish give you points for various reasons. So it's just trying to get that oxygen balanced with the fish aquarium and build up your aquarium. You can kind of see how some of these aquariums look. Pretty fun. I think this will be, I'm curious playing against other players, how different players would approach the game, and try to get, their big fish out so that they can do stuff with it, and just make the aquarium look beautiful. This is one of those games you could play kind of like maybe like Wingspan, where I just want to play with the pretty fish because it looks cool. But strategically, I can see it being kind of, you can really block people with taking the fish that that other people want, watching other people's player boards and seeing what they're doing, and trying to navigate around that. And the dynamic between, I didn't know if I'd use these ad spaces that much, but sometimes those really pay off. You can kind of set up your event space to get lots of funding that way, or you can try to set it up and get funding from an ad and make money that way. So there's lots of different options for making the money in the game. And in this case, green seemed to do the best and is off to the races, getting all these little fish. But that is Aquagarden. Please post comments. Tell me what you think. If you've seen this game or heard of this game before, it just arrived for a lot of people who kickstarted it. But if you saw this on Kickstarter and you thought it was interesting, tell me what you think now if you've watched the video. And have a great Saturday. What is this, Saturday? It's Sunday. Have a great Sunday from Unraveled Game Thoughts. Until next time.